Well, that's my general rule, so if I'm ever asked, that's my general rule. What he goes on. I haven't figured out how I'm doing this yet.
Well, every time that we've been here, Eddie, there've been people here that we were pretty much in.
Well, see, with the toe straps, means I gotta wash my toes, get my sneakers sandy, and I hate that. There's 4 of them. That's good. Safety in numbers. Carry your waterproof cell phone with you.
Water and your cell phone?
No, a waterproof cell phone. You can get a cell phone that's got a case. It's all plastic and it closes. So if you were out there, you could call for help.
Well,
or if you're hiking, you get protected cell phone cases and hardened cell phones.
She went somewhere. Didn't tell anybody where she was going to hike with Aaron. Her cell phone died. They got lost. They got off the path. It was cold. It was dark. Now, but she didn't tell anybody she was going and where she was going. That's what hurts us bad. That's bad. And I said, you broke every hiking rule there was. Always let somebody know where you're going to be. Was that not the first one? Always let somebody know where you're going to be. That's what I thought.
I got lost in the pine forest when we were all down at Emerald Beach. I took my Schwinn and went onto the mainland and rode off.
Emerald Isle?
Yeah, and I rode off onto a dirt road, parked the car, left a sign. I said, Phil, I went down the road, Ed, just so you would know who ever had to come to the car. You know, it's registered to me. So then, turned out that it was a massive pine forest plantation, and the roads were tracks of about a mile square. And was a checkerboard, and I got deep into it.
Sounds like Prince William in the old days.
I had half a match, and I had no water. By the time I realized how lost I was.
You said you were on a bike?
Yeah.
I was in a car, and I thought I was going to die in one of those.
No, this is so. But I was all of a sudden. I was hopeful. The sun was getting ready to go down. And I look, and I see a headlight down there, so I know it's the road that brought me in. I end up out there on that road that leads to Emerald Isle in the pitch dark. Had to walk about 4 miles until I found my cross street. Had to walk another mile down in the dark, hoping my car hadn't been towed. There it was. That's a fucking journey. After that, I started carrying snake bite, water purification tablets. I started carrying survival gear. That's why I had the original packs for these things. Why go?
I have to put all my weight on my right foot because that's the whole point. I'm taking the weight off my left ankle, which is it was strained early on in my early 30s, and I decided to act up in my early 60s.
Well,
yeah, it's that kind of stuff too. I just can't imagine people who used their bodies so vicious, horrible.
Trying it again. Hi. Let's see if this is hot or cold. This wave's just jumped up 7 inches since when I was down here. I think it's great so far. If I haven't jumped out.
If it were 4 o'clock and hot, we would definitely be.
Yeah. Yeah. Plus, it is the buoy says it's 5 degrees cooler than last week. Because it was cold at night here all week.
Yeah, it was.
You know?
Yeah, like this morning or yesterday morning was the first time that in the morning it wasn't cold when I opened the door to nowhere.
See, now I'm not anticipating going much further than this.
No.
Whereas I usually, go almost shoulders in.
It feels good on my ankle, so that's why I'm in. I'm in it for the ankle. To the ankle, up to the ankle, for the ankle.
I like to see you follow the bird, and maybe the bird grabs a fish. Boom, like this. Remember the time we saw the eagle wrestling with the fish above us?
Yeah, because he's not flying that low for nothing, right?
And that doesn't have that big beak, does it? That's not an egret. That's just a songbird.
Here comes a late contender.
Yeah. You can judge birds as songbirds or larger prey, or larger types, by their size. The songbirds you won't see too far away.
From what, trees?
Just because it's smaller. But when you see the crows and the turkey vultures and things like that, you can see them when they're, you know,
They're big.
pretty far up.
I have large crows in my backyard, and they're kind of ticked off because I was eating a lot more bread and forgetting to cut it in half and put it in the freezer. So like every 2-3 days I was feeding them a half a loaf of bread, and now they're squawking because I haven't been doing it. Oh, my ankle. I'm trying to decide whether I'm taking my final bath in that. I already washed it. So I'm just gonna
Camera's on.
I don't care. Or take a shower.
This is nice.
It feels really nice on my ankle, I'm telling you. I'm loving it.
Right about here. Because there's enough energy on the top of the water.
Just standing up will make you use a lot of your muscles.
Where's my friend? Dun-dun-dun-dun-dun-dun-dun.
Forward to the shore.
Something just popped up there. Okay, about
You know, sometimes
60 feet out.
part of the wave.
This was a fish.
Oh, sure, there's fish in here. We know that. Those people were fishing. And I guess these people have their own docks. Their piers right here. They can fish off their pier, but they probably go there fishing for a few. John will let them have a way.
I told you last fall what I wanted to do, but I never did it, was buy one of those masks, like when you were a kid. You get the rubber scuba mask and sit underwater with a snorkel and see what's going
You're
on.
not going to see much in here. It's not that clear. You know it's clear, go down to where the Malone cousin boys live. That water's clear. And you can see animals in it. Fish animals swimming everywhere. A shark. And they were laughing. I was like, man, I'm out of here.
Be careful.
All right, get me in there. Say hello. 63 is still kicking it. I had terrible
Ain't that a trip?
pains holding my stomach halfway
There's the
down.
kayakers. Let's see if we can catch this on film. Right on the, follow the sun, the beam of the sun.
Sun.
There's 2 or 3 kayakers. Oh, that's right. I got shades on.
Oh yeah, I see them coming now. I would do that. I would definitely do that.
Plus, I think they might probably have on wetsuits. Because you do have to consider that the river's cold. Might even be a canoe. No, it's a kayak. It's too nimble.
Seriously, that's a very cautious approach, but that would make sense. Because you as a kid, this is cold and it would...
Chick cut my hair, said when she was a teenager, a bunch of them got on just a regular beach raft. Hung on the side of it, got out and got swept down. Had to get saved by somebody on a boat. They couldn't get, they were too far out to get back to the shore. And you know, I've gotten out there. There's like 4 fingers of currents coming this way, okay? And so, yeah, so you go in between them and you feel them. And sometimes what happens is one of them is wider and faster than the last 1 or 2. And all of a sudden you're going, whoa! I still don't see nothing else jumping.
Taking all the weight off by that thing.
See, like I just stepped into the current that's coming off of these
It's
rocks.
going to the south of France for 2 weeks. Do you know how nice that is? She's going to something they call AIX, and I think it's pronounced...
No habla francés.
Yeah, me either, but I think it's pronounced act. I'd have to hear it.
Now you're on Flip Video down here at the beach. Just the beach. Over there's the sun, there's the boat.